A car with the presence of the Chrysler 300, to me, is really a cool thing. A bargain Bentley. And believe it or not, I've never reviewed it. So I'm excited to get my chance right now. Behind me is the 300S. That's the sport version. Will I be impressed? Let's find out. Well, I think it's hip to be square, or in this case, rectangular. You certainly stand out from all the other shapes of today. Now this angle is, of course, the Bentley angle. The grille really mimics that of the Bentley, and I actually think it's cool. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. To me, it's a bold, interesting shape from any angle. I like the wheels too. To me, they look like Alfa Romeo's cloverleaf wheels. Now in its second generation, the Chrysler 300 shape is really little changed. And why should you change it? Don't fix it if it's not broken. The interior is similar to Chrysler's other offerings of the day, but definitely a bit sportier. You get all power seats with lumbar support, and these seats with the big S right in the middle for the sport version. Huge bolsters to keep you in when cornering. Nice stitching, and this sort of Alcantara here that I'm not a big fan of, but that's just a personal preference. The aggressive look is carried all the way across the dash. And even the gauges look a little bit racy. Nice materials and good combination of black and silver and wood and chrome, I think, make it pop. You also get an impressive sound system as well. You get a large armrest / storage. There's a tray inside, and then deeper storage with 2 USB inputs and a place to hook up your smart or iPhone, but you already have smart and iPhone integration anyway. You get a charger as well, and that's a good thing. There's a cover for everything. Looks nice and smooth. An 8-speed automatic transmission with sport mode, and of course cup holders and more storage up here as well. The dual zone climate control is intuitive and quite easy to use. You get a real volume knob and tuning knob for the radio. Love that. And this infotainment screen over 8 inches is quite good, and that leads me to my Drivin technology integration score. Just check it out. Heated, ventilated seats, and really anything you need to get to is just right at your fingertips. Extremely easy to control. You can see all the useful information at the same time on the infotainment screen, and the adaptive cruise control, the menu right here, which you control up front for this screen, is excellent. And wait, there's even more. The buttons behind the steering wheel in Chrysler products, well, they're just another way to control things like the volume and the channel on your stereo system, and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think that this Chrysler's infotainment screen is really the best out there in terms of technology integration, and therefore, look, more information. Therefore, I give it a very strong, really 10 out of 10. I think it's perfect. The gauge cluster, I think, looks very sporty. You've got a large tachometer and speedometer, of course, and if you put it into the sport mode, well, you get a little bit more power. But wait, you can also press the sport button here, and then you get a little checkered flag over there to let you know that everything is firmed up, and it'll hold your gears longer and give you a much more aggressive shift pattern. Nice. Of course, you get push button start and keyless entry, lighting controls over here, cup holder and more storage in the door, plus of course your power windows and door lock controls over here with outside mirrors as well, and even 2 memory settings. So to me, as I said earlier, the Chrysler's infotainment screen and tech layout is one of the best in the business. I really like it, and I think this interior is also sporty enough to warrant the S version of the Chrysler 300. Plenty of luxury too, of course. Nice. Don't worry, you're not suffering in the back seats either. You get heated seats and also USB chargers, and of course, seating for up to 3 across. And of course, a pop-down armrest that hides a bit more storage along with its 2 cup holders. And you can even pull down these seats for a pass-through. That's a nice feature in a sedan. You can pop the trunk automatically with your key fob,
and it even has remote start too. But very large trunk. You can see I've got a Target bag that's full back there in the back of the trunk, and just a lot of room, and a speaker for tailgating. Here are my disc golf discs. Check out my disc golf videos if you're curious about that sport, or if you already play. You should be playing, it's fun. Powering the Chrysler 300S is a 3.6 liter 24 valve V6 mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It produces 300 horsepower at 6,350 RPM and 264 pound-feet of torque at 4,800 RPM. 0 to 60 takes 6.3 seconds onto a top speed of 131 miles per hour, and this is the all-wheel drive version. You can have the Hemi for $3,000 more if you want it. 18 miles per gallon in the city and 27 on the highway is what you can expect in terms of fuel economy, with 21 miles per gallon overall. So pricing for the Chrysler 300S starts out at $38,245. There's the Premium Group 2 package, which is $1895, and that includes things like adaptive bi-xenon HID headlights, power tilt telescope steering column, memory for radio driver's seat and mirrors, ParkSense front and rear park assist system, blind spot and cross path detection, power backlight, sunshade, heated steering wheel, heated second row seats, driver's auto dimming mirror, driver and passenger lower LED lamps, and front and rear LED map pockets with ventilated front seats. Then you have the $1,695 Safety Tech Plus Group 2, which includes full speed forward collision warning plus, adaptive cruise control with stop, lane departure warning plus, rain sensitive windshield wipers, automatic high beam headlamp control, and advanced brake assist. So you're out the dealer door at just a tick under $50,000, $49,360 to be exact, and this is of course a very loaded Chrysler 300. You can get many different outfits in this Chrysler 300. You can equip it for sport like this S, or a basic version, or the luxury version as well. You can get it with all-wheel drive. You can get it also with rear-wheel drive, so it's one of the few American sedans that's still front-engined rear-wheel drive. And of course, for $3,000 extra, you can get it with that big Hemi engine, which is of course legendary. But I think the car really stands out, as I said before, with the styling. It really does look like a Bentley, and to me, that's a good thing. You're certainly not suffering for luxury in this sport version of the Chrysler 300. I've got the ventilated seats going right now, and they're keeping me cool, even though I have the air conditioning off, so that this sounds better, of course, but it's really nicely equipped, and those safety features are really excellent. But as I said before, this is the Chrysler 300S for sport. So how does it handle? Got it in the sport mode. You can see that this V6 makes some pretty nice sounds. Has good power, and you can shift it yourself if you like. However, I will note that you can't really shift it down here. I prefer to shift it down there, but at least it does have the paddle shifters. Really interesting sounds coming from the engine here. You got the all-wheel drive, and 300 is certainly a big car, but it does remain pretty grounded in the turns and defies its size a bit. Definitely a big, imposing car, but it really does stick well in the turns thanks to the all-wheel drive, and it's quite peppy too. Got the adaptive cruise control set here, which is a great thing in many ways. If a car slows down in front of me, it'll slow down, but also keeps you at a steady speed and keeps you away from speeding tickets, of course. So it's not just a great safety feature. To me, it's also a great luxury feature because you can rest your feet as well. The backup camera is directional and also has sensors. Nice. Checking out the night look here on the Chrysler 300, and I like it. Nice pleasing colors even on the steering wheel at night. A good look all around. Yes. Now there's lots of history associated with the Chrysler 300 name. It was a sedan in America from about 1955 to 1965. So lots of times automotive makers want to drum up some of that history and bring a new car out. And with this Chrysler 300, I think it's really forming its own legend. Of course, because it looks like the Bentley in many ways, but I think it's because of the Hemi, and I think it's just because of the balance of sport, luxury, and tech that they have in this car, plus many different ways you can order it. Even with all-wheel drive and a Hemi, I think it gives you lots of choices. And in this world where most cars are getting rounder, this one is just rectangular, and it makes a very bold statement, and I think it stands out amongst the competition because of that. And it's really, really a nice car. It's fun to drive. It has a commanding presence on the road, which is a good thing, especially when it comes with the Hemi. But this sport package looks aggressive and really pops in that aspect too. Well, all the while not suffering from tech or luxury, and just in general being a great overall car with seating for 5 and definitely a large trunk as well. So after living with this Chrysler 300 for the better part of a week now, I've come to really like it. It offers tons of comfort and also luxury, and the safety features are excellent. It also comes with a 5-year 60,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 3-year 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, which is good. But it's just a great overall car, and this S version just has a little bit more, and it is very quick when you need it to be. Plus it has the added adhesion of that all-wheel drive too. The only thing missing if you want to go over the top with the speed and performance is of course the Hemi, but that is a $3,000 option, so there you have it. And again, I think it's one of the best infotainment screens in the business, and just the tech is so well laid out and easy to use. It's extremely impressive. So I'm happy I got to drive this Chrysler 300 after such a long time. I like the look, I like the drive, and I like the versatility that it offers as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to check out all of my other videos, Lancia videos, of course, disc golf videos, documentaries, and music videos as well. Literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. I'm Drivin' Ivan.